Welcome back to Team O'Neill. I'm Wyatt. What we're going to look at today is an easy way to make your own pace notes and then drive with those pace notes on any road in the world, really, using just a smartphone, iPhone, Android, tablet, really anything you've got. There are a lot of very simple audio recording applications. You can drive and dictate your own pace notes and then drive again on the same stretch of road listening to those pace notes. It's a fantastic exercise to practice making your own pace notes and listening to those to make sure you're consistent with calling, hey, a right three is a right three every time. And really, it's a very easy way to start logging those hours that you need to start becoming an expert with pace notes. All right, so this is a really simple, fun exercise to get some seat time working with pace notes. There are a lot of really easy applications that do this. An iPhone is going to come stock with an app called Voice Memos, or GarageBand will work equally as well. The one that we're going to be using here today is simply called Voice Recorder, and it looks like this. You can find it, in the Apple Mac store. I'm sure it's available for Android and everything else. Really, the only advantage that this app has is you can adjust your playback speed. You can play back at half speed, full speed, 1.5 speed, or double speed. You can start right as you leave your own driveway if you want to, or you can drive to, an interesting road or any road in the world. It makes no difference. Here we are, 2020, everybody's on quarantine, lockdown, the roads are really quiet out there, and I'm only a quarter of a mile from my house at this point right now, and I'm just gonna do this little loop around a couple of back roads around me. Logistically, the easiest way to do this is to have just one headphone in, and then you've got the mic right here, so that your hand's free and you can start recording and the microphone's in a good place. There's probably some law against wearing headphones on the street, but I just have like one earbud in. All it's doing is actually holding the microphone. We'll start right here at this right turn. I'll go up the road a mile or something like that. We'll make notes for it. I'll turn around and we'll do a second pass and listen to the notes that we made and see how accurate those are. So all you really need to do is just hit record, set the phone somewhere safe, cup holder's fine. I got a good visual that it's still recording. Start, turn right 2 plus. 50, meaning 50 meters is straightaway. We do have videos on the basics of kind of stage notes and pace notes. Left 6. Into right. 6 over small crest. And left. We got to kind of wait until we see this one. 5 minus. Could be a 4 plus, but since the start was so close, I'm going to lean towards 5 minus. 50, small crest, we're on right now. Left 6 over small crest. Right 6. Braking. Tricky because it's an intersection. Turn left 3. Neat. And I would say neat because of all those big trees on the outside. I'm going to disregard this little left 6 and just say 120, which would be the distance from the end of that corner to this crest. Small crest. And left 6 over bump. You could call this a small crest if you wanted to. I said bump just because it might unsettle us. Bump into right 6. Again, you could call that a small crest. I'm calling it a bump. And left 5, late over crest. Quick right 6. I'm not happy about those notes. If I had a second pass, I'd clean that up. Left 6 over small crest, 50. Small crest. And left 5 minus slippy because of all the standing water in the road. Right 5 plus. Opens long because we're still turning right. I would say opens extra long. I would say opens over 300. down into left, 3 minus, neat. I would say left 3 minus narrows. Right, 4, late. Because the actual right, it was kind of a right 5 tightens. You could say right 5 tightens. I went with right 4 late. Left 6 over small crest. And right 6, ruts. Left 6. $50. It's really $70. Left 5 long. Call that 100, right 6. 50. Now call that 80. Right 6. Opens long and tightens 5 into small crest, 100, braking, left 4, and stop. So that's our loop. We've got that saved now. I can go back to the start line. You do, of course, have the option to do it in the opposite direction. Just to reiterate, our goal here is not now to go flat out down this road. 2 big reasons for that. Number 1, this is an open public road. And number 2, on your first pass, like what we just did, you have to see the extent of the corner before you can call a note for that. But at the beginning of the straightaway is when you call the note for the straights. If you try and drive at speed with the audio you've just recorded, the delivery timing of the notes is going to be all wrong. Also, you'll find there are some edits that you would definitely want to make to those notes before you tried to drive it at speed. So we've done that one pass of recce. My notes that we're going to listen to back now are going to be a little jumbled because I was also talking to the camera and talking about whatever. You'd probably do this again with just your one earbud in, but I'm going to go ahead and just try and set it somewhere. Hopefully you guys can hear the audio playing back. Start, turn right 2 plus. We'll take it. 50, meaning 50 meters of straightaway. We do have videos on the basics of kind of stage notes and pace notes. Left 6. Yep, check, left 6. Into right. 6 over small crest. We'll take it. And left. We got to kind of wait until we see this one. 5 minus. Could be a 4 plus, but since the start was so close, I'm going to lean towards 5 minus. I'd agree with that. 50, small crest, we're on right now. Left 6 over small crest. Yep, left 6 over small crest. Right 6. Good with me. Braking. Definitely. Tricky, because it's an intersection. Turn left 3. And the tricky is not because it's an intersection, the tricky is because it's deceptive. Of all those big trees on the outside. I'm going to disregard this little left 6 and just say 120. Which solid. Would be the distance from the end of that corner to this crest. Small crest. I'd get rid of the small if I had the choice. Left 6 over bump. You could call this a small solid crest if you wanted to. I said bump just because it might unsettle us. Bump into right 6. I'm driving faster now than I was. I'm going to slow down to adjust my speed. And the left 5 late over crest. Quick right 6. I'm not happy about those notes. If I had a second pass, I'd clean that up. I'd call that stay left over crest into stay right over crest. Left 6 over small crest, 50. The road wobbles. Crest. And left 5 minus slippy because of all the standing water in the road. Right 5 plus. Opens long still turning right. I would say opens extra long. Solid. I would say opens over 300. And it does. That's the longest corner in the world, you know. Down into left. 3 minus. Neat. I would say left 3 minus narrows. Right. 4. Agreed. Late. Because the actual right, it was kind of a right 5 tightens. You could say right 5 tightens. I went with right 4 late. Agreed. Left 6 over small crest. And right 6. Ruts. I gotta pick the pace up. I'm a little behind. 6. Here's the right 6. Gotta get back on the notes. 50. It's really 70. Left. 5 long. This is my left 5 long. Good with that. I'd go left 5 minus long. Call that 100, right 6. I'd add a minus to that if I could. 50. Now call that 80. Right call that 100. Opens long and tightens. Here's your right 6. Here's your opens long. There's your tightens. Into small crest. 5 into small crest. 100. Braking. There's your 100. Left. You would need to be braking. I would note that bump. 100, big bump, braking into stop. And that's essentially how you make pace notes and drive with them with your smartphone. Once you've done one pass of recce and checked your work, the best thing to do is start with a new recording and do a second pass nice and clean, just taking into effect everything you learned and the edits that you would have had from your first pass. That should give you a really high quality set of notes for that given section of road. You can then, of course, just go again, recheck that, see what you think, see what edits you might have, change things, move things around, do it again. You know, as a beginner, you need to spend a lot of hours doing this over and over and check it against stuff and do a rally and see what they do. And with this, you know, little supercomputer in your pocket, it's a really simple task to do that with audio. You can do it all on your own. You know, here we are in April 2020, everybody's on lockdown, everybody's home, but this is something you can do even just out in your own neighborhood. You know, you're out in suburbia, it doesn't matter, 50, 90 right, 70, 90 left, whatever it might be. Get good at distances, corners, at least get really consistent with your own, and then as you do the second pass and the third or fourth or sixth or 20th pass, it doesn't matter, you know, make those tweaks and adjustments as you go along. So that's all we've got for you today. If you're into these videos, please check out our channel, consider subscribing, hit the little bell icon so you're notified when new videos come out. If you'd like to try your hand at rally driving, off-road driving, drifting, and all of that stuff, check out teamoneil.com. We offer courses year-round at our facility up here in northern New Hampshire. Be safe, have fun, and we'll catch you next time.